Blyth test route, 13th of June 1248. Subscribe to the channel. Yes, this one, director's cut. Ooh, special. My name's Ryan and I'm a driving instructor, and you're watching a Blyth test route as recorded live with one of my pupils. They were successful. We'll come back to that a little bit later on, but essentially they were Can I say this properly? I am going to leave in all the faults, by the way. I'm not going to cut the audio because this is going to take me forever to cut together. So anyway, they were unsuccessful due to a lane on a roundabout, and we'll come to that a little bit later. I've had a quick check through this video, and there's nothing all that exciting about it. It's pretty basic route. It's follow the signs, follow the directions. So as you saw there, people come out, Blyth Freehold Street car park, Blyth driving test centre, and just following the road. Just following the road, follow the junctions, following it just through the town centre here. And again, nothing exciting. You're just keeping position, keeping your speed, having a little look around. This corner's a little bit tricky. As you're coming into it, you've got to stay on the left hand side. There's no give way lines. The give way lines are in front of you and on the right. People's driving down. As I say, I'm going to do this unwatched. I haven't watched it other than for the fail and for the parallel park that was done. Now, there was somebody crossing the road on the right hand side. I can see why people didn't turn right immediately. It's not hesitation there. People did pick up 4 minors during this. I'm not sure which ones, and kind of not all that bothered about it. More interested in the reaction to the manoeuvre or the roundabout, things like that. Now, in the background, if you just so happen to hear some cats meowing, that's because I've got some cats, and you might hear them meowing. You'll also hear me probably having a drink of pop. That car stopped quite quick. Probably got a signal on. Now, I don't record the audio intentionally because it's a breach of the Data Protection Act. I can record it, but just choose not to. There's some occasions where it's leaked onto the rear camera, but I'm able to stop that. As you came up to that junction there, it's telling you, turn left, you must turn left. No entry straight on, no entry to the right, you must turn left. The arrows are telling you. And all she's basically doing here, the candidate, is following the streets. Now, there's quite a lot of these test routes that do the same pattern here. Some of them go up Middleton, and some of them go up this street here. Middleton is a one-way street, and this street that she's gone up, this is a two-way street, and you can see the cars are parked on either side. I'm not too sure why she's going a bit slow. Is she looking at the person? Yeah, she was looking at the person on the right hand side. Good bit of hazard perception because I didn't see it on this video. As we're travelling along, probably a stop on the left, is there? Yeah, there we go. So they make you intentionally stop on the left 4, 5, 6, 7 times. Kind of, yeah, just kind of get on with it sort of a thing. Just stop where it's appropriate. Probably a car length there. I'm not too sure why she reversed there. Maybe she rolled back. Maybe. It's an auto, but it's got a stop, start, even. Stop, starts, this. Can't even say. Try saying that when you're drunk. Stop, start system. And if it goes into stop mode and you just gently release the brake, it gets the hill start assist. If you completely let go of the brake, then the car does roll a little fraction. So maybe she wandered a little bit too far there. Maybe going into reverse, didn't quite have her foot on the brake. I don't really know. I'm not really all that bothered. That might have been possibly a minor there. Getting to the junction, always stop behind the line and then move, peep and creep if you need to. They don't often mark for that anymore. It used to be a big thing about stop behind the line, then peep and creep. Now, this is the bit where we're coming up to, where we are going to do a lovely reverse manoeuvre. Now he actually gives a little bit of a briefing here, and he'll say, right, what we're going to do is going to do reverse park. We're going to come up alongside the car in front of us and returning back to the space that we're already in, keeping the curve on the left-hand side. I intentionally started adding the rear camera since the camera upgrade, which I got as part of my 1,000 subscribers sort of celebration thing, that I said I would get an upgrade in the cameras, and this is it. Now this one, I fixed it. I actually put it in properly and put the mirror in and everything, so it actually works like a rear view mirror. Fantastic. Yes, I am being ironic. Now it is the video's in 4K actually. I master it in 4K. It's recorded in 4K. The rear camera is 1080p, and I just cropped it down just a little bit and resized it, and she's just doing a reverse manoeuvre here, parallel pack, looking all the way around, checking, making sure everything's absolutely fine. I'm taking a bit of time over it, but you know what? Sometimes that's kind of okay. We just don't mind taking our time on this little bit, making sure everything's correct. And yeah, there we go. Excuse me. See, it's all raw, nice and done. Now she's probably going back a little bit here, give herself a little bit of space before she moves off again. I keep saying she. I shouldn't really say she, but the person who it was, they know who this is. Now it takes me about, I don't know, maybe about 20 minutes to take it off the camera, get it encoded on CapCut and publish it. It doesn't take me all that long. The edit, putting the extra video in the rear camera, the phasing and everything else, another 10 minutes. Natural final mastering, probably about 20 minutes upload. It'll take me about an hour and a half. With this one, because I'm recording the audio and speaking to you for 36 minutes, 59 seconds, then yeah, this is going to be a mega edit. This is going to be a bit of a draw. Got away with that. I think it was a pretty good parallel park. There was no messing about, no moving backwards and forwards, no needing to change anything. Good awareness of the car coming round the corner. She could have properly committed, couldn't do anything about it. Looking left and right, hopefully. Again, on that corner, I probably might have stopped. And looked, assessed, decided and acted, and then moved forward. Might have done that. Excuse me, dear me. A bit of a frog in my throat. I told you it was going to be raw, this one. And if you're getting bored of my voice, you can always mute me. Fantastic, this technology, isn't it? Probably going straight on. Yeah, going straight on here. Little drink of pop. Little meet and greet, just being aware of what's happening. Get to the end of the road. Right in front of us is Blyth Spartans Football Club. That was one of the entrances. And normally turn right here at the end of this road again. Probably thinking just about there, maybe a little stop before you edge out. Ideally, you want to keep going if the way is clear. That's what's written about most junctions. There we go. A bit rattly. Sometimes it stops you a little bit further up on the left. I've also seen people stopping on the right here and doing park on the right reverse, but of course we've already done the manoeuvre. I've also seen it here where they've gone to the independent drive. Well, there we go, we're going to stop. Where we've gone to the independent drive on sat-nav. Now this was follow the signs too. I'm guessing that the reason that this candidate failed was just because she is following the signs, and she gets a little bit confused, and we'll talk about that as it happens. We're probably going to leave the side of the road here. Yeah, he's probably told them what you're going to do is follow the signs. Give her loads of information, and she's already forgotten it by the time she gets to the junction. Temporary light on our left-hand side. Don't know if you could quite spot that. Now, correctly, I think she did the right thing there. I think she waited to see what was happening. Then she's going to stop at the temporary light. Could have been somewhat on the right. Can't see. No way of knowing what was on our right-hand side there. don't know if she did the right thing or not. Pardon me. Just sat here. A bit weird that they're temporary lights, actually. Wonder where the other end of it is. Oh, it must be. So there's a crossing right in front of us where that postie just crossed, and all these cars are coming in. There must be some roadworks further on, so they've just disabled the crossing lights as well. Because it looks like there's a pillar for a pedestrian crossing as well. There we go. On the green, off we go. Uploading a video today of some more people running red lights. See how reaction I get. Excuse me. I'm also going to talk about a video I uploaded a couple of days ago. It's thought-provoking. That's all I'll say about it. And we'll come to that video in a minute, because I want to go through the comments and that and tell you guys what I think of the comments. Probably turning right onto Plessey Road here. It's almost like I know all the test routes, isn't it? Yeah, car coming round, pass and go, electric. I wonder how much range he gets. Oh, I better not start that again. Somebody will slate me in the comments for not being EV. To answer a question, I did 260 miles yesterday. Not yesterday, Tuesday. And today, my full route, 12 hours out, I did 250. So go and find me an electric car that's got about 300 miles of range that costs less than, what, 15 grand? Thanks. Oh, there isn't one, is it? Aye. That's new, by the way. That's less than 4 years old. Yeah. Good luck finding one of them. Now, normally along here, they do stop you on the left-hand side. Somewhere normally after this pedestrian refuge, just having a little look at that. The speed seems to be all right. 27 on the counter in the corner. Not forgetting, it does read a little low on the counter in the corner compared to what's inside the car. So she's probably rattling 30. She stops on a driveway there, so that's a minor. Minor, there's a minor. Ding, 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 got a bell. Ding, 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 got a bell. Shouldn't stop on a driveway. If it wasn't safe, just say to the examiner, oh, I can't stop there. There's a couple of driveways. It's not safe to stop there. Now, what she's probably waiting for is all of these cars behind her to go. But I haven't got the camera on, so I can't show you. I'm going to follow this up a little bit. So, driving down Plessey Road. Now, one of the comments I had was, that could have ended in a fatal crash. I hope you're safe, buddy. Whether they were being ironic, I don't know. It sounded like somebody was being a bit funny about that video. That I was making a mountain out of a molehill. The VW driver may have had to slow down behind the white van. It may be in drive. This guy goes on about that it's okay to travel at 70, basically towing. You can go and read those comments if you want. You shouldn't be aware of doing 60. You're towing a bloody trailer, and I reckon if you had a car in that trailer, I reckon it'd be overweight. I think it'd be HGV levels. Again, up to you what you want to think about that. Ignorance is not always the answer. Yes. A couple of good ones though. What was this one I just had about 15 minutes ago? I don't think the VW thought about you once. Yeah, I've just posted that they did. That's the point of the video. He definitely recognised me, caught me, and he cut into my... I measured it, by the way. He's actually down to 0.8 of a second based on frame rate behind me. And given his weight, if that car had come out to the right, which sometimes they do there, then that could have been serious. Could have been really dangerous. So that comment there, yeah, a bit of a strange one. As you probably saw, we just come across the level crossing. I had a failure on that level crossing for not checking the other side. It's also got a yellow box. Be careful when you're doing it. Bit of a hazard perception with the van. I'll come back to the comments on the VW video in a minute. Oh, nearly at 15 minutes in. Oh, a little stop on the left. Now the curb on the left-hand side here Can you see it? It's really low. I reckon that's a good fail there. If you accidentally encroach onto the curb because there's literally no curb there, I reckon that would be a fail as well. Very careful down here, very aware of it. I've seen people stop on the right and do a park on the right reverse. Yeah, difficult that. Could have been a minor potentially. Maybe. Going to come up to a couple of mini roundabouts. The first one is where the bus lane's on the right hand side. Bus lane on the right hand side. Yeah, you're obviously not going to turn right, but you still need to check and give way. That looked a little bit tight. Maybe it wasn't, maybe just a camera angle. I know the camera sometimes makes it look like it's tight and close, but it's not. Or tight and far away, sorry. Tight and far away, but it's not. So coming up with the first mini roundabout, be aware, give way at the right. A little check across. Nice, like that. Just a little bit slower. Possibly could have gone a little bit quicker, but I liked it. Next mini roundabout. Right. Kill the speed. Take your time. Steer around it. Voila. Too fast and you hit the curb on the opposite side. But you've got to keep your shape on that one because that roundabout's huge. It's like a big bulge in the middle. Travelling along, you get told to turn right, or you're following the signs for Newcastle or something like that. Sat nav, doing different things. It gets completely overruled by the examiner because of the roadworks happen at Newsham station. Now, if you accidentally signal right there, then it means you're going in the estate on the right hand side, and you don't want to go into the estate on the right hand side. So basically, you're signalling quite late for this roundabout to turn right. There we go. Checking across, rolling it round. It's technically a third exit because that second exit right in front of us there. We're into these roadworks. Now, this bit here will cease to exist very soon. You'll still have this secondary roundabout, but the whole road is disappearing. I think the flyover, I thought the flyover would have been open 2 weeks ago, but no, it's probably in the next few weeks. They've got it shut at some point. Late June, early July, possibly. So that's probably when they're going to open the flyover. Now then, keep to 30. Do I have to say it again? Yeah, I will. Keep to 30. Don't increase your speed. Don't do anything else. 30. Lots of fails here because people are doing 50 because they remembered it used to be 50. You're only doing 30. They've even taken the 50 sign down on the right hand side now. I think even the 50 sign was on the right. It didn't really matter. Anyway, you're coming up to these new signs, and these new signs are end of roadworks, speed returns back to 50. Just about there. So now you can increase your speed from 30, as you saw in the bottom corner. She's still doing 20 though. Progression fail maybe there. He didn't fail her for this, mind. He might have given her a minor, but that's definitely a problem there. You should increase your speed to at least 35 to 40 to show that you've done it, because you're slowing down back into this new roundabout now. She's doing 32 there, 33. I wonder if she's realised. Maybe. Staying in your lane, left-hand side, you can't turn right unless you're visiting one of my pupils who lives in the estate on the right-hand side. You can't turn right because you just end up in a housing estate and the bus lane's at the end and the examiner stops you before you get to the bus lane. You're only staying on the left-hand side. Other routes, Newcastle, it says on the sign. Coming up to the next roundabout. Now, this is the bit when I flick through the video where it was a fail. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to put the rear camera on and you'll realise why it was a serious... He sort of said it wasn't dangerous. It was a serious fail. I can see why it was, but also I can see how it could have been on a different day. This could have been quite dangerous. Oh, Hello, Jordan. That's one of my cats. Meow. If you're wondering, I've got 8 of them. Yes, put a comment in. Subscribe. Right, I'm coming up to this roundabout. I also want to say thanks to everybody for subscribing, really. It's done well. We're doing really well at the minute. 1,000, so 1,019 or something like that. There we go. Put the rear camera on. So we've been tailgated by that car pretty much all the way back down this road, by the way. In the left-hand side. A little bit of a lane movement there. It's difficult to see the lines, but there, can you see it? She's all the way across the other side of the road. So she's gone left, right, back to left. It's like as if it's all over the place. Should have stayed in the left-hand side. Yeah, she makes a mess of the roundabout. But he did say follow the signs to Newcastle. Now, technically, on the left-hand side, it takes you to Newcastle. Now he said, let's follow the signs to Bedlington. And, of course, you're going to turn right on this roundabout, so you've got to be in the right-hand side. A little bit late in realising that, because they've already gone past the roundabout sign telling you the directions. A little bit late there, I think. Because you don't go straight on at this roundabout or turn left, probably turning right 99.9% of the time. I would also say, if you're in any doubt about the direction and you miss any signs, do the safest thing. Go second exit. Just follow the road ahead, because all they'll do is just turn you around at the next roundabout. Exit in the left-hand side. There we go. Following the signs to Bedlington, yeah. Sometimes along here they make you stop on the left, make you do an emergency stop. Just following the road. Twisty, twisty, twisty. There we go. And it takes you down to the roundabout, the very far end, by the waterworks, and up the hill. A couple of other comments off the VW one. He definitely got triggered. I know there's another comment saying he's been going slow behind that white van before it turned off in the road. But it's weird how he was happy to sit behind that van for so long, be overtaken the vehicle in front. He undertook somebody else. He undertook a white car, if anybody's interested, if you want to watch that video again. But then by continuing to try catch up and match speed, yeah, he definitely did. He also actually chased me into Ashton, if you're really interested, on the 40 bit. I was doing 40 on the dials, which was showing 37 on the GPS. And he was absolutely miles away. He was way behind me. He must have been really pushing it. He actually turned off a different roundabout, went down Woodhorn Road. You could hear him absolutely flooring it. Absolute crazy. Don't know why people do that, but they do. I've seen it quite a lot in the learner, actually, being chased down the road. Yeah. Definitely a little bit of road rage because I overtook him. Dave Jones 8612 commented on this. I like what you wrote. Go and subscribe to his channel as well. Well, people simply cannot mind their own business and mind their own driving. In other words, they react to other people instead of getting on with their own thing. And they seem to have some weird, irrational objection to being overtaken. I've seen this quite a lot, actually. His ears are absolutely right. You're right there, Dave. Like a massive chip on their shoulder, and they just hate it. I went past someone the other day and they went in the wrong lane and they got road rage. I'm releasing a video on my channel, Sad Little Loser in the Sad Little Clown Van Road Rage Nottingham Ring Road. Go and have a look. I'm all for promoting safe driving. Yeah, this just didn't look safe. I normally wouldn't. I think I said in the comments that I don't normally bother with anything like that. This just needed something adding. This just needed uploading, highlighting that. It wouldn't have bothered me if it was a normal car. Just the fact he's towing a 1-ton trailer that was the issue. It appeared to be quite dangerous. We're just going up the B1505, the old A189. Sometimes they take you left or right at the farm there, the Three Horseshoes. And sometimes they make you go on the 189. on this one, she hasn't. She's just following the signs to Bedlington, I think. And then she'll get the instruction to follow the signs to Blyth or town centre. Something like that. It's quite an easy route, this. It's a bit of a shame she didn't quite get the lane correct. So just following the road all the way down. This road, by the way, is a national speed limit. You're quite capable of driving down this road at 40, even in the rain. Getting in the corners at 28 probably is a little slow, especially if you've got somebody behind you. That's you being comfortable driving. You've got to be confident enough to pull this off sometimes. Can't believe I've spoken for 25 minutes. Isn't this nuts? I can't believe I'm doing this. I can't remember even the original poster was. Thanks for making this suggestion. Yes, I am being ironic. It's a good idea, but I don't think I can do this for every single. I've got like 3 tests next week. Got a video coming out tomorrow about 10 fills in Gosforth. Could happen anywhere. Yeah, interesting times. They've dropped to 30 quite early, and they haven't quite got to the 30 signs. I don't know. What do you feel about that? Do you think they should probably slow down and arrive at the 30 sign just at 30? Tell us what you think. I'm turning right here, following the sign for Blyth, 3 miles away. Into Bebside, road changes from 30 to national to 30 at the garage where they sell the cars, not the repair them. Well, they might repair them. I don't know. Maybe they do. It's where the railway station is at the very far end and the level crossing. So she's going to increase the speed there. She's realised that 37, 40, 42. And then it's getting the speed down once you're getting up. So 45 probably max on here. It's a bit narrow anyway. You sometimes get a lot of horses down here. Just be aware of that as well. Sometimes you get a lot of cyclists down here, especially at weekends. Be super careful. Those little arrows telling you to slow down to 30. There we go. And then you get this little thing on the left-hand side that shouts you up your speed if you're speeding. On the right-hand side is the recycling household domestic waste place. And the little beetle on the corner there, a little beetle by the spray shop. I'm just making our way. We're just coming across the end of Furnace Bank Road. Furnace Bank Road, they sometimes use on tests. That's on your left-hand side. Probably seen quite a few videos with that on, actually. There's a plan on the left-hand side, actually, to stick like 200 homes in. If you're following any of that, that's where they're going, just up that road there. Past the butchers, up to the level crossing, which is obviously going to be super, super busy once the trains start. So they refitted this level crossing about 6 months ago. Down the roundabout, difficult this. Can't really see where the lines are. Can't really tell where the road's going. 2 lanes in, both go straight on. Lots of, excuse me, frog in my throat. Take a drink. Lots of videos on this roundabout about which position you should be in, which lane you should be in, what you should be doing, where you're going to go in the road. There we go, we're just following one lane. Across to Asda. Or Asda roundabout anyway. And on to Cowpen Road. All the way back down to the test centre over the next, 7 minutes? Again, can't believe I've been talking for 30. Amazing, isn't it? Just following the road. All the way along. At this bit here, you've got to be careful. You've got to be in the middle in this filter. If you're in the left-hand side, you have to turn left. It's a fail on a driving test if you're in the left-hand side and you go straight on. In fact, it's considered to be dangerous. And I have known an examiner to duel somebody because it happened with the car that was in front of us once. And it was the examiner and he stopped them. Then we got all the way down into Blyth, just following the road, all 30 through here. It's not about being brave. This is driving to your conditions, driving to 2 seconds to the car in front. He's turning off to the left there. It's about watching what's happening. Doesn't always mean that you have to do 30. It means that you should be aware of exactly what's happening all of the time. Just being super careful all the way through. Oh, there's another cat knocking a ball over. Oh, they're probably hungry. It's like 9:30 at night or something. I'll probably go and feed them in a minute if anybody's bothered about that as well. Go and feed the cats. I've fed some of them, but just not all of them. I'm going down Cowpen Road, just going to come across the shops. Now, on the shops on the left-hand side, this retail park, sometimes they take you in there and do a drive in and reverse out of a bay, or reverse in, drive out of a bay. And just on the left-hand side, just after this bus stop here. There's your entrance. Now, sometimes I've seen it where they take you in that on the way out as well, and they make you turn left, and they make you turn left down by the car wash and make you go along Coniston. I've seen that once, unless they messed it up. Oh, there we go, wipers. So that was obviously wash and clean the front windscreen. Slowed down a bit there. She was doing about 25 and she slowed right down, probably to wash and clean. She probably doesn't know how to control it, probably. You do when you're nervous and you're panicking sometimes, and she thinks she's passed, obviously, because there's nothing major that's gone wrong. She hasn't been duelled. She hasn't been told off. She probably didn't even realise she'd made a mess of the roundabout, to be honest. All the way down, all the way past Lidl here. It's quite a long road, this. Lots of things can go wrong in a short space of time. It's easy done. Down at 20 miles an hour. Looking at the lights, probably in the crossing. A couple of mini roundabouts coming up. Man towing his kid on his bike. Some people ask about signalling. You've got to be careful. If you're going to signal, don't send out the wrong signal or the wrong impression to any other driver. Just be careful there. You're just following the road, so probably no signal on. Oh, he bounced over the middle. I put a video on like that. I thought, why drive right over the middle? You can see it's a speed bump. You're an idiot. Again, answer in the comments, I guess. Just following this all the way down to the garage at the end. Road bend around the right. You can tell I drive around here, can't you? And we're getting towards the end of the driving test now. I come past the garage. Sometimes you get cars that are sticking out like this. Just be careful. Don't go over the pedestrian refuge in the middle. All the way along, you can see, like, talking for 34 minutes. It's like a driving lesson all over again. Oh, there goes my cat. Get off the cat. Cat's paused my video. Isn't that nice? Only a few minutes left. Oh, you're soaking. What are you wait? Oh, I've been out in the rain. And it rained a lot. Anybody else interested in the rain that's a lot? Why has it rained like forever? couple of roundabouts going straight on, turning right at this one, back into the test centre. Actually, kind of skipped a lot of video there, Maxie. Thanks very much. Just watching the pedestrian on the corner. Back in the car park now. She goes first exit on this first entry on this one. Normally they take you down the middle, but sometimes this examiner takes you all the way down the electric bays at the very far end. Oh, what have we done now? Stop knocking stuff over. The cats have been violent. They're going to eat me and everything. And there's bonus footage of me right on the very edge of the screen, gone again. And sometimes they stick you in these electric bays on the left-hand side. These are the ones that cost 89 pence a kilowatt if you're really interested. Yeah, so it costs more than diesel, these ones. And petrol. Oh no, I'm not allowed to say things about EVs, am I? And there we go. Video done. I hope you like that. If you did, subscribe. Enjoy your day and enjoy your weekend. Thanks for watching.